4 or 5 different stocks that you like, stuff that you probably use every day. If people know they can come to your OnlyFans and learn how to produce a track, they're gonna subscribe. Do this for years. This is long term. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I had told people that eventually I was going to talk about some things that I've been thinking about as far as the music. I haven't did any music in a while, but I'm always having some ideas, or I'll be seeing what other people doing, and I'll be like, man, I would have did it like this, or I would have did it like that. Because I meet so many people that's into music being in Nashville. Like, it's just a music city. I meet artists all the time. A lot of country artists. I meet some rappers, some producers or whatever. And, you know, with me doing Uber and all, driving around, I meet so many people. And sometimes I get a chance, I say, hey, and I'll spit some game to them, some of my ideas or whatever. Most of them, they like it. They like what they hear. They like, man, that's what's up, you know. And I mean, I don't really know them. I'm such a homebody, and I stay to myself. I really don't interact with people that much. But every once in a while, I share a little bit of what I'm thinking. And I've been having some thoughts, and I said, okay, I want to share what I'm thinking. I like topics like this, when I'm talking about money, it's a for sure way to how to make money and everything. I typically don't even, I be thinking like, oh, I'm not going to put it on YouTube because I don't have that many followers or something like that. Because I'll be like wishing like if I had a big following, I can get on, I can talk live, or I can, you know, I'm not much of a promoter, you know, so I don't have a lot of followers. Hopefully people can start subscribing and I can talk more on issues like this or subjects like this and really get into it, get into my bag like I really want to. And, you know, I'll put stuff up about politics and what's going on with celebrities or whatever. But I love to have more conversations like this about artists and how they can make money and things like this. So I'm going to jump into it. So I've been meeting a lot of artists and we've been having conversations, right? And I always bring up to the artists, I say, hey, man, remember back in the days how artists typically made their money? Well, artists that didn't have a record deal, that wasn't big time, didn't have a machine behind them that was pushing them, typically made their money for selling CDs. That's how I made my money. I never blew up or nothing, but I made good money because I was out there selling CDs like, you know, I was in the trap or something. So, and that's how you got to make your money when don't nobody really know you nationwide or nothing like that. And probably everybody in my city knew me, and I still wasn't the best rapper in my city. I wasn't booming or nothing. I wasn't at a lot of shows performing. It's just people knew me because I was showing up everywhere. I was popping up everywhere, whether I was performing or just coming. I wasn't even a really good performer. It's just that I know how to sell. I know how to sell whatever. I guess I'm a good hustler if you want to put it in those terms. So how the artists used to really make their money is selling CDs. We'll get out there and we'll push it. And most of the people didn't even care if they got famous or not because they sold enough CDs. They was like, man, you know, I made a couple mistakes doing that. I've learned over the years. Because even selling the CDs, at one point in time, I wasn't even working. I was living like I was some big time rapper or whatever, selling my CDs and paying my bills or whatever, when I really should have got a job and sold my CDs and kept the CD money, the music money, and then stacked it and opened some business or something. But I wanted to live the lifestyle of a rapper, and you know, it didn't work out like that. Because if you're spending the money as quick as you're making it, it doesn't make any sense. I should have got a job, kept it, and sold music. And kept putting the music money up until it became something else. This is what I should have did, right? Okay, I didn't. That's gone. That's the past, right? So I met this guy who said he has a publishing deal, and he signed to a independent label. And that was good. And he said, and we was talking. He was like, man, I really don't see none of my money because everything is digital now, right? Everything is digital. And if you're not a big artist or you ain't got a big machine pushing you, like, you don't get that much money off of scans. You got to get hundreds of thousands of scans because your publishing, the record label, they're getting they cut before you even get anything. And he said, man, once he gets something, he said, it's not like you can't even pay rent with that because you're not a big artist. Okay, I got you. He said he makes his money from performing, and he's not a big artist, so he said, he was getting $500 a show, which hey, to each his own. But he said he was getting a lot of shows, and he said he was selling merchandise. That's a good thing too. And so I said, okay. I shared some other stuff with him too about a book I'm gonna write about making money and stuff, but I'm not ready to talk about that at the moment. So I'm gonna stick to the music part. I said, listen, man. I said, if you were selling CDs, you would make more money, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay, but you're not selling CDs. You got to create another way. He's like, what you talking about? And, we go on and go on. And this is what happens with most people. Some people are good at following waves. They see somebody doing, they get on the wave, they follow it, and they ride it until it can't ride it no more. They ain't good at creating another source of man. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at creating a way to make money. If you got a product, if you got an idea, whatever, I can turn it into a bigger situation. It's always been my mindset. It's always my mindset. I even had to sit back and think, how come I'm not rich if I'm so smart? Because I understand even when I was rapping, I understood I've learned more, but I understand my skill. My skill is finding out ways to make more money. I'm not a good promoter. I don't promote very well, or, my YouTube channel will be booming. I'm just not a good promoter, but I know how to make money, right? So I told him, I said, have you noticed every car, most of the newer cars, they don't have CD players? He said, yeah. He looking at me like, duh. I said, what do they have in them? They have USB plugs. And when people think of USB plugs, most people was thinking of plugging up their phone, listening to music off their phone or something they didn't download it, which I think that's uncomfortable for me. Because if I'm listening to my music and then my phone ring and then if somebody I want to talk to, the music stops, right? If you giving a get together at your house or whatever, most people like to play the music on their phone. I never got with that. Because if your phone rings, it throws off everything. And if it's somebody you have to talk to, hey, no music until I get off the phone, right? I said, if you want to make more money, you should be pressing up your album on a flash drive. He's like, a flash drive? I said, yeah, man. I said, it can be done professionally. I said, I looked on disc makers and they're pressing albums up on flash drives, giving deals for it or whatever. The more you buy, the more you get, for cheaper you get. I said, you can do it professionally. So when you put your flash drive in, the picture will pop up, everything. Your artwork will pop up in the car or whatever, for the cars who has the screens and stuff like that. Or you can order 100,000 flash drives for 40, 50 cents. Put your album on it, sell it for $10, $15 a flash drive. He was like, man, I ain't never thought of that. I said, because a lot of people just follow waves. Soon as they start doing everything digital and stop selling CDs, everybody just stopped like, oh man, we got to figure it out. Now, some people, they've caught the wave of the YouTube, which I really push that. If you can get a YouTube page jumping, because people, they make money. Once you get 1,000 subscribers and you can become YouTube partner, money can start flowing in. Like I said, I'm not a good promoter. I don't have 1,000 subscribers, or I would be spitting gems like every week. You know what I'm saying, about money and stuff. But anyway, I was telling them, why not do the flash drive? Why not do the flash drive? He said, man, I ain't think of that. I said, it's just like selling CDs, but only difference is you can get it pressed up professionally, because disc makers do it. Now, that's just disc makers. I didn't look at the other companies, but other companies do. I'm sure they're going to jump. It's going to be a wave. They're going to do it. And you can, especially for you DJs that used to do the mixtapes, you didn't have to stop. It's like everybody gave up because it wasn't in the form of a CD. Put it on flash drive. You can label it this such and such mixtape. Whatever. It's so much better than plugging a phone up to a car. Because you can still play your music no matter what, skip the songs, whatever. Literally plug the flash drive in and play the whole mixtape. If you're doing a get-together at a house, you literally plug in a flash drive. Most of the stereos they're being made with flash drives. Or you can, most TVs got flash drives, USB plugs. You can probably plug it to your TV and play it. I mean, there's so many ways you can just listen to that and have your phone free. I know everybody is so used to this having music downloaded on their phone. You can still buy it, download it on your phone. Okay, hook it up to your computer and make you a mixtape. But it's on flash drive now. All I'm saying is you don't have to follow the wave. Now, that's a good wave to follow if it gets started. You gotta sit back and think of more ways to make money. This is what I do. This is my thing. And he was like, I ain't never thought of that. I said, I know, because people are so busy worried about getting a deal, or, man, getting a deal is like winning the lottery. And even if you get the deal, you might not be that good, so you might not sell that much, and your label's gonna get the money, not you. So I said, but how the artists or the DJs, whatever, how they get that money is they have to have a physical item to sell, and they get the money right then and there. It's even got so good that they can use their Cash App. Here's the item, Cash App me the money, whatever. I know I ain't got change, whatever. We got Cash App, my man. So, I mean, I talked to him about a lot. But I just wanted to drop that, like, come on, listen, I don't really rap that much no more. I've even thought, man, I'm going to drop me out. Because I hate to say it. It doesn't really matter how good you are. It matters how good of a salesman you are. There's a lot of rappers that can't rap, a lot of people who can't sing that are booming. It's their team. Their team know how to push them, know how to promote them, or whatever. But as a rapper or singer, just an artist, because I keep saying rapper, you can be a country singer, you can be whatever. All you got to do is know how to sell this stuff. Man, if you got a team that's operating your social network, that's even better. That's even better. So you can have a manager, you can have an agent, that's all good and dandy. You need somebody on your team that's figuring out, how can we make money? People only want to join record labels to make money. That's it. Who cares about getting famous now? They want the money. That's why some people just write for other people. They don't care about being famous. They want to get paid. If you want to follow the wave, that's cool. Know your strength. I know my strength. I can rap. I'm a hell of a writer. I'm not a good performer. I'm not a good promoter. I can hardly remember all the raps or whatever. And that's mainly because I'm always working. Because I have to work in order to pay the bills. So if I didn't have to work and I could just sit around and learn all my lyrics like that, I would be kill them. But I'm not a good performer. I'm not a good promoter. I'm the person you come to and say, hey, man, like, this is what I got. I'm selling houses, or I'm promoting a lawn care company. How many more ways can I make money? Yeah, listen, I don't mind helping people. But I can guarantee you I can give you multiple ways to make money. Hey, but I want to make money. Do you see what I'm saying? Look out for me. I mean, somebody was like, you should be a contractor. You should have people hire you and you'll tell them, because once I let you know this is how you make money, this is what you should do, blah, blah, blah. That's out of my hands. Now you got to either you push it yourself or you get a team and say, okay, this is how we're going to do this. How do we need to promote it? How we need to push it? I'm not going to tell you how the ways to make money and promote it for you too. Now, I may have ideas, but that's just not me. I'm throwing that out there. I don't care if you're a DJ. I don't care if you're an artist. You need to start pressing your albums up, your mixtapes up on flash drives. That's how they making cars now. They even making some stereos with flash drive and Bluetooth. I understand you like playing your cell phone. I understand you like playing music through your cell phone. Start a wave that you can make money. Because DJs, they so important, to be honest. Like, I know we got social media and all that, whatever. Okay. Man, they need to be selling mixtapes still. Like, I miss that. I don't know how good selling a movie on a flash drive would be. I don't know. Anything's possible. Because you used to have the bootleg guy out there selling movies and CDs. Now, listen, the possibilities is endless. I just thought I'd get on here and say this. I would spit a whole bunch of Jews if I had more followers, some more subscribers. Y'all subscribe. If y'all listening to this and y'all say, okay, he know what he talking about. Subscribe. I drop some stuff every week for you. And then you put it in my inbox, say, hey man, could you talk about this? I'll break it down to you. It ain't nothing I can't break down. All right, y'all. I eat knowledge for breakfast. I'm out.